Alright, hello everyone. Get the standard sound check out of the way. Alright. Hey, it works. Don't know why that's always muted the moment I get to it, but we're back here today with some Supermarket Simulator. I did do some more work offline, off stream. Not much. Just enough to grind the money for that corner section that we were going to be working on. And I got that, and then I rearranged most of the store, and I think I might need to get the... Why was I running there? That was... Okay, that was a thing. But yeah, Crossroads. Anyway, so we did get the back corner here. Put some lights in, moved some of the stuff around. I think we're going to end up needing another expansion before we can do too much, because I was looking at the next license. I'm trying to get all the licenses in order. This is the wrong tab. Ham and cheese sandwich type thing, ground beef, ham pastry, regular ham. Lasagna is going to go on a shelf. But then you've also got prosciutto, which I believe is cheese of some kind, and chicken leg. So like half this stuff at least is going in a freezer. Some of it might go on a shelf, but some of it might also go in an actual fridge. And I'm kind of worried because the more stuff that ends up in a freezer, like, this is going to be a problem. I'm probably going to have to put little freezer sections at the end of the registers like this, which, I mean, it works. It's not exactly what I want to do, but it works. I think I can move that closer to the other ones. I might have put it back slightly in the wrong spot. Much better. Anyway, I did want to rearrange one more thing, so I'm just going to flip these guys to not working, and then where's the 6 packs of milk? I'm going to need 2 of them anyway, so I'm just going to grab those. We're at level 52 store. I should probably check what day we're on while we're here. So we're on day 119. Yeah, so I put some more, well, I rearranged all of these central, or 4-sided stacks, but I wanted to put the milk on this because I don't like having a shelf with 2 rows of an item on it. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. I'm just going to put that there for now. And then we need to like move everything over. The sad thing is that I actually like having these 3 lined up like that. But I want to keep moving everything as it is for now. So what stuff do I need to move on the shelf? I at least need to start with the cakes, the candy, and Choco Hoozy, what's it? Yeah, this will help me start out. Okay, so that's going to be that one. I could do, I could put this back, but it's easier to just, while it's out, do this. And then candy would move to that one, because that's going up there. This box isn't big enough. The only reason that I have the Java cleaner bleach on the shelf is because that actually holds 8 per shelf. And 8 is actually a pretty decent number as far as the contents go. I need like a cereal box. Do I have like... hang on. Hang on. Choco. Choco is not fully stocked on the shelf. Which means... if I buy some, I can just use that. The OCD is getting the better of me. Yep. And then we're probably out of bleach too, aren't we? Nope, the guys fell asleep. That's only 7. Yeah, it's weird how that happens. The stalker boys will sometimes just not do a thing. Clean dish. I can use this one. Can't I? No, clean dish is now on one of these. Yeah, clean dish is on one of the center ones. Shit. Do we have any other thing that might end up being... no. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of a day. I do have the end of the shelving. I do have like this one section here. Use that. As like storage. And then the next one to move. You know what? We've got that speaker in the corner. Let's turn on the music. Can you even hear it from the back corner? That's like as loud as it gets, and you can barely hear it from just the end of the checkouts. That's kind of sad, actually. But I mean, I get it. They want you to spend money in the game. Spend the money that you take from all the customers. this box for... Casually making more space. Yeah, we do need the small one. Yeah, this isn't going to be the last time we swap back and forth. But we should be getting pretty close to the end. Technically, kind of. Only got like 2.5 more shelves. I love how the boxed beer looks like there's less on it, less on the shelves than there is. Like when you're looking at it from a distance, it almost looks like there's only like 6 or 12 on the shelf, or every half shelf kind of thing. But there's actually quite a lot. Kinda worries me, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but you know, it is what it is. Does vodka require a tall box? Hang on, I think I've got a... Yep, I got a vodka box. I'm trying to, like, do the thing to throw the box, and it's just, like, not... Or, sorry, not throwing. Dropping the box. That's gonna be another big box, isn't it? And that we're not gonna have any... What's it of... Ooh, but I could... I could... Playing musical chairs with merchandise. That's what I should have named it. We're doing musical chairs with merchandise. That's... Fucking really? Okay. It's not the... Wrong one. Is it this one? Genuinely shocked. You're gonna be a tiny square, aren't you? God damn it, Pepper. You're not telling me. It does not look like 16 can fit in this little box. Okay, that better be the only thing I need a tiny box for. Okay. The rice, at least we got the right size box for. Okay, okay. We've almost got everything sorted out, I think, probably. That's going to require a deep one, isn't it? We're moving the bread. I'm trying to save up on space so that I can get this next stock expansion. No, that was a frame drop. What the hell happened there? Trying to get this next stock expansion, so although I'm pretty sure I'll need a bunch of freezers and fridges anyways, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, that's a thing. But the fact that I'm at the corner here means that we can finally stop repackaging everything. Okay, last stuff. And we're done. Now we have 3 shelves on this display that we can use. Store looks pretty good. And we finally got our milk over there. We moved around the stuff over here. Okay. In order to get the next expansion, we need 5 grand. But we actually need more than 5 grand because it's going to take, I'm going to say, another 5 in order to stock the shelves that day. So that alone, you're looking at 10 grand. And then, like I said, we're going to need at least 2 freezers and possibly 1 more fridge. So that's probably another grand. So you're looking at right around 11,000 in order to just get a product license. Because you know the second you buy that, everyone's going to start asking for the stuff. We need to turn the hiring boys back on. All of our workers. Day 119. Okay. Need to order all the things for stocking the store. We need Choco, red stuff, cheese, Narvalo. Choco, red stuff, cheese, there's Narvalo. What else do we need? Red flour, basmati. Need the first cake, 1 bleach, hand soap and shampoo. Scroll down, scroll down. First cake, 1 bleach, hand soap, shampoo. Honeybees, 2 toilet paper and French fries. honeybee, 2 honeybee, 2 toilet paper, French fries, 2 chickens, 3 potatoes, Narvalo Light. Two chickens, 3 potatoes, followed up by Narvalo Light. Tea green. What is that? Is that Nordic? Tea green Nordic. Large sushi and the 5 things after it. Okay, tea green. It is Nordic. Large sushi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is why I have the back room nice and organized. I still can't believe that that's like a mayonnaise bottle. Mayonnaise, the other pizza, brown beer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And this is why you don't overspend. Pizza, brown beer. This is going to be a tight day again. Yep. We need 1 keg, hummus and brown flour. Oh, there it is. 1 keg, hummus, brown flour. Tiny bread. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get one of the big green jugs. Have that all queued up. And then I just need tiny bread and one of the white things. We should also make sure I actually got the prices, because I'm not sure if I actually did that before I signed off last time. I was kind of stressing about things. Okay, so honeybees, chicken. Is that it? Just the honeybees and the chicken? Oh, Elo pasta. Chicken's right over here. Okay, I did adjust the prices. So remember, we just need small bread and the white cleaner. Okay. Hurry, get into our store. We need to take all of your money. Okay, that music hasn't been much good to us so far, so I'm just going to turn that off. I'll pause. Huh. Now for the big test to see if our store can actually handle people walking around in it now that we've gone through with remodeling everything. Because that's the one thing I haven't really tested. I think I've run a day or two with my stalker boys walking through it. But the stalker boys aren't, they're not the normal people. And they did get stuck once over in this spot. So I am vaguely worried. But everything seems to be progressing fine so far. $126. Eventually I'm going to get rid of this central thing. I'm not sure what I'll do with organizing the area around the front of the store, but this is going to get moved somewhere else. I kind of want to also put in some of the self-checkouts eventually. My only problem with those is that they are like 900 bucks a pop. Oh. 18.6. Okay, we have 400 bucks. How much do we need to buy the next round of? We need 700. $331. Okay, good news. This should be enough money. Yep, we can get all that stuff. And then I said we need the small bread and one big white thing. We have the money for that too. This is excellent. That takes care of all of our grocery shopping needs. The other thing is, now that the store is getting even bigger than before, I kind of want to get that final stalker. Because I've been leaving the stalkers to their job at night for a while when I'm playing offline. And it's actually starting to take them a while to do it. Like, get all the merchandise into the whole store. It definitely doesn't help that the way they're programmed, if they both buy, or not if they both buy, if they both grab a box, like say a box of potatoes, they won't prioritize using one over the other. They'll both go to a shelf, and if one shelf is missing one, they'll just put one from the box, even if it's a full box. If it's missing 4, they'll put, or if it's missing 3 rather, they'll put 3, even if the box isn't full or is full. It's a mess in the back room. It looks like we have a lot of stuff, and we do, but we could have a lot more. A lot of these boxes are partials when they shouldn't be. Like, there are a lot back here. These are new, because we bought these. But there'll be some of them where, like, the front one will have 10, and the back one will have, like, 15. For no reason at all. And they always go for the back one. So 8... Going to have to turn the lights on because we're getting into the afternoon now. $142, 33. My other issue is that, like, prices seem to keep going down, and they don't seem to keep going up very much. There are a lot of days when I'll get, like, one product that goes up in price and then 3 that go down. And it's starting to feel like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here with prices. Okay, so we had like 3-ish grand at the start. Yeah, this was a really expensive stocking day. But as long as we can pass 4 or 5 grand, and I think we're on track to hit at least 4, we should be good. That's the other thing that's starting to happen. I'm hitting a lot of days where I'll have profits most of the time, but then one day will just about break even because all of the more expensive stuff ends up selling out. And all the expensive stuff ends up selling out around the same time. This is kind of weird. $50, $92, $50. What is that? 142.01. Two and a nickel. $26.38. I don't know if we're still getting people coming in. We might be able to hit like mid fives. $58. Oh, not 3, 6. I think we're going to hit $5,000. Hitting $5,000 is pretty good, considering we spent about $4,000 on groceries, and that ran us out of money. $130.5. Might end up doing better than I expected. Yeah, you're not gonna break 100. How's about you, bud? You got a lot of stuff, or is that it? Okay, more stuff is manifesting. Come on, can we hit 55? I don't know if he's gonna hit it. This is... No. We're gonna miss it by like $5. Just missed it. Just missed it. But hey, profit's a profit. And now we have to go through stocking the whole store. Brown beer is in here. Yeah, I used up all the stuff out of there. The crab cakes is in this freezer. Kegs of beer. There should be a spotlight on the exterior of the store, or like a floodlight or something, to illuminate the front. There's all of that. I've been looking at people playing the new Star Wars game, Outlaws, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty decent. decent enough that I'm considering buying it. I still want to wait until the weekend and see other people play it because the past couple of years have not been very kind to AAA studios. Some of them put out products that haven't really hit that AAA mark. I'm sure we all know who we're talking about. And then some of the people who have surprised us have put out really good stuff and then proceeded to shoot themselves in the dick. Looking pointedly at Sony and Helldivers with that one. Helldivers, great game, right up until Sony had to get involved. And even now they're nerfing all of their best stuff because some people just won't use anything else. But, yeah, it's been a really interesting couple of years for gaming. So, I don't know if the next stream... No, the next stream definitely will be Baldur's Gate, because I will be streaming later tonight. Although technically it'll be tomorrow morning. Funny how working night shift works. Because this is my evening, technically. I went through a whole day. It is now the AM where I am, but I need to go to sleep soon. And then when I wake up, it'll be the evening, but it'll be my morning. Night shift is fun. But, yeah, around 3 a.m. I'm planning on doing a Baldur's Gate stream. Haven't quite decided how I'm going to make my character yet. I need to solidify that idea. But either way, I don't know what we'll be streaming this weekend, is what I've been trying to say. Because this weekend is going to be the next long stream after tonight. And if Star Wars looks good, there is a fair chance that I might buy it and download it and play it. Because I think the early access is only like 3 days of early access. I don't think it's too much, which is another weird thing that developers have started doing. Specifically Ubisoft, because I noticed that they did the same thing back when Skull and Bones came out, which I've also gotten back into, so that's fun. That might start taking over a couple of the shorter streams in the morning like this. Did I use all the stuff? Yes, I did, because there would be a label if I didn't. It is also hard to keep everything focused and orderly when I am doing multiple things at the same time. What was I saying? I was going on about Ubisoft and being crappy and AAA games, and somewhere in there was a point that I was trying to make. Oh, right, yeah. The other thing I've been working on is trying to, in Elite Dangerous, return to Colonia so that I can get my exploration ship, so that I can get back to the bubble and the Sol system, so that I can begin attacking Titans. Because I wanted to do that, and the war has admittedly gone faster than I anticipated it. Going in the right direction. But yeah, there's a lot of games that I want to do stuff with, and I just do not physically have enough hours in the day. If the day could be 4 times as long, that would be excellent. But the day cannot be 4 times as long. And so I am sad. I'm going to leave bleach to them, because that should be simple enough to take care of. And Dredge. Dredge is the other game that I wanted to play, but I haven't played yet, because, again, time, and I need to reinstall it. Oh, what I wouldn't do to make streaming my full-time job. All of those are gone. That's great. That's going to be expensive. Where are the quads? Here they are. And this is empty now. Those quad eggs. Pablo. How's about the butter? Oh, wrong shelf. Right. I flipped this around, right? Yeah, now I remember. Okay. So it starts there. It hooks around to the left. So we're going clockwise. Because this ends up being like 6 on the clock, technically. And then it goes around. Yep. I figured out my own plan. Probably not a good sign for my state of mind, but, you know, it's still organized, in a way. And in case you're wondering why I'm not just ending the day like that flashing thing at the bottom of the screen is telling me to, it's because sometimes the game kind of bugs if you do that when the stocking boys are handling packages. And I do not like bugs. What about this? Is there actually room for one more Mimolette, or is that like, where is the Mimolette? Nope, Mimolette is full. They should be about done, right? I mean, I've gone through most of the stuff. Yeah, he's coming out to grab some of these leftovers now. Yeah, we're finally done. See, even with 4 people running around stocking the shelves, it takes a while. Okay. Hey, we finally broke 80. Getting more than 80 customers into the store. This is great. Spent $4,300 in supplies, but we made $19 in profit. And I bet one of those products is the stupid cheese and yogurt and crap. Okay, we got bleach, hand soap, bully sugars, and one of the cakes. Bleach, was it? The other thing is I need to figure out, after moving everything. Okay, so that should be 415, 464. And then we had Savion hand soap. So that should be 252. Cake. We had one of the cakes. $4.27. Hand soap and the curse of a bad memory. Should be something late. Yeah, there it is. Sugar. Bully sugar. I went past it. 7.35. Oh, I love it when it's a nice round number. Okay. Things that we need to buy. Choco, the blue stuff. Water, Narvalo, and eggs. But before that, I want to make sure... Yep, good thing I checked, because that's going to be 3 blue things. Choco, 3 blue things. I said we would need water. In Narvalo. I actually got it right. Although I should check the shelf for Narvalo too. Narvalo's fine, okay. Eggs. Need 1 more egg. Peanut butter. And the 6 things after it. Fuck. Peanut butter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that, zap, yep, okay. The next thing we need is the 6-packs and Turco. How does the 6-packs look? 6-packs look fine. Six packs, we got the Turco yogurt. Cheese, both cheeses, honey, tuna, and Pablo. Both cheeses, honey, tuna, and Pablo. And then we need 3 toilet papers, 2 chickens, one, two, 3 toilet papers, 2 chickens, 4 potatoes, coffee light, water, and the 3 things after it. One, two, 3. hot sauce, ketchup, 1 keg. Hot sauce, ketchup, 1 keg. The other thing I've been thinking of is that I should start doubling up on some of these, or in the case of larger stuff, giving them a full shelf to themselves. Because as the store gets bigger and as we start attracting more and more people, we are burning through supplies. So I said 1 keg, right? Yeah, okay. Green beer, chips, vodka, and the other chips. Green beer, chips, vodka, the other chips. Rice, pink, the other cleaner, and dish soap. Rice, pink, the other cleaner, dish soap. We need 2 greens, 1 white. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 2 of the greens, 1 white thing, and 3 bidet. And as expensive as that was not nearly as expensive as the previous day. But would you look at that stack of groceries? Fuck. Where'd I put the honey? I really want to start the day, but more importantly, I need to get all the shelves stocked up. And if I can save these guys half a trip by getting the stuff in the stock room anyways, that'll be fine. Bio orange juice. And then the milk. Peanut butter should be there. We have so much to do. Problem with getting another stalker is that I need to grab more expansions for the back room here so that I can fit more shelves in. And if I do that, the amount of cash I'm paying... Okay, fuck that. I'm not dealing with the waters. There's 2 waters. They look exactly the same. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, I need to get at least 1 more expansion to have any hope of getting that next stalker, and it probably won't be enough. Elbows, elbows. Nope, that's rice. Oh, elbows is on the back end. Do we call that good enough? Is it good enough? Might be. Okay, let's start making money again. Let's see if we can have another day where we go above 80 customers. And then if we get the next upgrade, we'll get even more. It'll be great. And I love having my own station here in the corner because I can do this and just look at the entire store. Still got that like false corner scenario going over there with all the freezers and behind the bidet toilet paper and the other green cleaner. Fun stuff. Completely accidental, but fun. Buying a lot of eggs and toilet paper. Okay, how much? 69.33. Eventually, though, there will come a time when I want to actually divide the store up into, like, cleaning things and cereals and pasta and, I don't know, beer. But for now, everything's just going to be bunched up together. Because doing that sort of rearranging product would be an entire day. 128, 68. I should have gotten myself something to drink because now my mouth is dry. $125, 69. $2 for change exactly. It's rare that that happens. Do 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 do. It is so nice seeing all three of those guys working so hard. 50, 75, 80, 93. $25, 36. Come on. $90. The guy handed me $200 bills? Are you kidding me? Fancy pants Rich McGee over there. $35, 31. In keeping with our earlier theme of other stuff I'd like to do on stream, I'd like to get back into Tarkov on stream. I'd like to get back into Tarkov in general. Because Tarkov just had one of its wipes. Or it just started a new wipe. Everything gets reset on the PvP servers. Typically these days I play on the PvE because time issue, and even then I haven't really played on the PvE since PvE was implemented. But yeah, if I can make this a full-time job streaming, that would be the best thing ever. 75, 8, there we go. Or if I could hit the lottery and just win the lottery and quit my job, that'd be fucking great. What do we got here? 61, 65. 120, 62. $20, 35, 7, 35, 4, 5, 8. 20, 33, 30, yep. Unless we have some really big ticket customers roll in, we are not hitting anywhere near as much as we need for the license before I hit enter again, before I end the day in game. We will need to go through at least one more in-game day. It's still fun how the NPCs tend to fill up the AI cashier lines before they come over to my station. Even though I'm the quickest. I'm the quickest scanner in the West. Or the East. I live on the East Coast. I still call it the West, because we are like the Western Hemisphere thing. That works, right? Might end up doing a lot better today than I thought. I didn't think we were going to break 800, but here we are. Or 8 grand. $221. Yeah, we broke 8 grand. Somehow. Bro, either you are really slow or you are really popular. What the fuck gives? Okay, well, you know what? If he's going to be cashing out the last couple of people, I'm going to start working on filling up the shelves again. Box only had one fucking loaf of bread. See, that's kind of what I want. I want there to be like I don't know if it should be its own category or if it should be part of the job of the restockers to like go through everything in the back room and make sure that everything is organized so that whatever case they take, it is either a case that has been used or it is like a full case. Like they keep rotating stock so that the case they take off the back shelves is always full. Okay, so that was the yellow one that I grabbed. I think Panzati is fine. Yeah, someone already did that. Water, not gonna bother with that, not gonna bother with. Navalo's done. This isn't done. I saw that. Peanut, we don't have green. Green is full. How about white? Okay, how about rice? If there's 32 salt on the back shelf, yeah, this is definitely. Not gonna bother, not gonna bother, not gonna bother, not gonna bother. Cakes. The other thing is, depending on how much I get done during today and what I'm feeling like tonight, I might start stream a little bit earlier than expected. Because it has been a crazy week, and with me getting back into things like Skull and Bones and having actual fun playing Skull and Bones, there is a chance I'll fire that up a little bit before Baldur's Gate. I don't need to throw this away. I don't want to throw this away. That is throwing away money. What is my brain doing? My brain is doing a bunch of things at the same time, and I'm getting confused. Funk. Chocolate. Come on, boys, hurry it up. We've got a million products to stock, and we don't have all day to do it. This whole shelf is going to be empty by the time morning rolls around. Oh, God. Okay, how's about honey? Okay, we've got some honey, but not enough to not enough to kill the backstock. Which in a way is good. But that backstock had so little in it, I was actually kind of hoping we would. Eggs, I'm not going to bother. Pablo. Okay, how about honeybees? Well, that's one less carton of honeybees. I'll leave that to them. That's bulky stuff. Chickens, potatoes. How's about Narvalo Light? Nope, that's fine. What else is there? Not gonna bother, not gonna bother. Elbows. That's full. The susu looks full. Okay, so we need tea green, ketchup, or mayonnaise. Yeah, let's take the tea green then. Then I said ketchup and mayo. Hoo, perfect. Mayo is fucked. Okay, so let's just wait for him, because that should be about done. Oh yeah, when I was doing my massive reordering the first time, I had some extra stuff. I was able to take out 2 of these half shelves. This stuff was already here. That's a freezer and a light bulb. I also now have 2 full shelves. So I do have some things for when it comes around to actually stocking or expanding the store. Holy shit, what did we run out of? We ran out of small bread. I remember buying small bread. What the fuck happened? Small bread was that popular? Are you kidding? Yeah, see, like that. They like fight over it, and then I got lucky because he has to go and dump his box. That guy still has stuff. I am going against my better judgment, and I am grabbing one of my mints. Things are dry as shit, and my mouth is dry, so this can't possibly end badly. I'm kind of surprised they're still finding space for stuff. I remember back when there were only 1 or 2 of these guys, and I could like time it so that I could end the day when they both had nothing in their hands, and that was great, and now I just have to wait for them. Where's guy number 3? The fuck did he go? Found them. What do you even have in there? Cake? Cake can go there. Only 75 customers. But only one person wanted that bread and couldn't find it. And we made 3,500 in profit after spending about the same in supplies. Panzati pasta. I was hoping it would reset him, but it didn't. Where's the... Oh, Panzati is the stuff in the red bag, isn't it? 3.4. Okay. Save game. Quit the menu, and this should unbug him. And then we hit continue. Mine. Okay. 2 bread, 2 yellow, 2 susu. Yeah, that more or less checks out. Cheese, I think we needed. Yep, okay. Milk, coffee, red. What else do we need? What else do we need? Zap Cola. How many? That's gonna be like 4 milks. And that is why I gave it its own side of shelving. 2 cake, 2 candy, 2 choco, 2 of the other candy. Yogurt's fine. We did at least 2 bleach. So we're here now. Yeah, bleach is fine. Windex, dishwasher, Windex, and the 3 things after it. That's all fine. That is... I always get it wrong. Butter? And 1 toilet paper. Hey, I said it right this time. It is butter. 1 toilet paper. That's fine. We need 3 chickens, 2 potatoes, and cheese. What is that? That's Mauska. So that's the scallops, and then sushi large. I'm starting to remember what the stuff is. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or not. We need mayo, boxed beer, and 2 kegs. Mayo, boxed beer, 2 keg. Okay, we're at 8 things and $1,000 in the basket. Pepper and the 3 things after it, if I'm not mistaken. But we ran out of small bread, so we actually need 4 of those Ron sandwiches. The other dish tablets, 2 white things and 2 bidet. The other dish tablets, 2 white things and 2 bidet. Hello, Isabella, and thank you for the follow. I am doing well. How are you doing? I'm currently working on expanding my store a little bit. Look at that pile of groceries. By the end of this day in-game, I should be able to afford the next expansion. Which is management, licenses. This one for the galette ham and cheese, ground beef, ham pastries, ham, lasagna, prosciutto, and chicken leg. I've been trying to save up enough money for all the freezers and extra fridges I'm going to need to store all this stuff. Stream today is going pretty good so far. Haven't run into any spam bots, which always a good sign. And so far my stream has been stable, which is also a good sign, although it is a bit unusual, but I'm not going to question it. A lot of my streams end up having like 1 or 2 interruptions, and it gets really annoying. But after a while you get used to it. So when it doesn't happen, you start to question things. Throw at least some of this up on the shelf. Did you already stock all the bread? Where's the bread? They did it right for once! They did it the right way! How long have I been streaming? So I recently got back into streaming. I think I started streaming around the beginning of this month. Most of my longer streams, which I do on my days off from my day job, I will be having a longer stream this coming night or the next morning. My next long stream is at like 3 a.m. and it is currently 10 a.m. where I am. So, my past couple longer streams have been GTA 5's storyline, and we recently finished that. So tonight I will be starting a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. And I still have to figure out what class I'm going to end up playing as, because I've got ideas, and that's kind of how often do I stream. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are when I'm trying to make my reliable stream. But my schedule is kind of weird. I work at a grocery store. They move around scheduling a lot. So if I'm working on Tuesdays and Thursdays, stream is going to start at around 8:30 in the morning, which is when this stream started. If I'm not working on a Tuesday or a Thursday, I will start stream a couple hours earlier, and we'll end up going through to the usual end time of around 10 o'clock. I also try to stream on one or both of my days off, which is what we're going into. Games I play mostly. I'm going to say that varies. On these usual shorter streams, I do World of Tanks and a lot of Supermarket Simulator. World of Tanks is just a real nice, easy game to get into and fool around with for a couple hours. And in Supermarket Simulator, I can get a couple of days in-game done before I have to end stream. I do want to do more stuff in Elite Dangerous, because I did a couple streams of that when I was trying to get from the starting area, which is called the Bubble, which is around the Sol system, our home system of Earth, to Colonia, which is close to the center of the galaxy. But the problem with Elite Dangerous right now is that I am in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and I need to get back to civilization. So there's... I don't know that this is my favorite game. In fact, this probably isn't my favorite game. But a lot of the games that are higher on my favorites list require a more serious time investment. Like, this is just quick and easy to do. I enjoy Tarkov more than this, I think. But if I end up playing Tarkov, one raid in Tarkov can last anywhere from 3 seconds if I die quickly to an hour if it goes well. So that's really unpredictable. And then if I'm doing something in a more grindy game like Elite Dangerous or... what was I just thinking of? Skull and Bones or Sea of Thieves. If I'm doing something grindy in those games, that'll end up taking hours upon hours. I am from Massachusetts. So even though it is currently 10 a.m. for me, this is like my evening, kind of, because I work nights. So it is a complicated world that I live in, where day is night and night is day. What did you give me? 277? There we go. And I really want to make streaming into a full-time... well, I say full-time. I want to make it a professional job. But I have tried streaming before, with a more complicated name. But yeah, I simplified things a little bit this time, so hopefully I'll be easier to find and easier to remember and get back to. But my last time I was streaming, I did not really get any professional stuff. I am from Massachusetts in the USA. 74, 10, 5, 1. Massachusetts is a relatively small state on the East Coast. Ah, you are from Canada. Yeah, things over the fence seem a lot calmer than they are here. I've got a few friends online who are Canadian. And now we just watch the money roll in, and hopefully we hit that 11,000 or 12,000 mark. and then I'll be able to get the expansion without worrying about going broke. Can you ask me something? Well, that depends on the question. If it's an extremely personal question, that depends. But feel free to ask, and whether or not I can answer will be determined. Ooh, person. 2978. I'm going to need to turn the lights on soon. 3997. Okay. I would not mind looking at your stuff. Links are currently not really allowed in chat because I trust nothing from the internet. Also, I had someone else, like, try to have me take a look at their stuff. Someone else tried to have me take a look at their stuff, and after a day or two of thinking on it, it kind of felt like an AI chat bot scam type thing. Yes, I have a Discord. It should be linked in my About section. So, if you're wondering how to get there from this page, just click on my name again. It should pull up the videos and things. And then you can go to the About section, and it should be down there. 20, 30, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, you can send me a message on Discord. 50, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I also don't really look at links from Discord while on stream. For the same reason. I trust nothing off the internet. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Store is closing now. And we're only hovering at 9K. Huh. $78.12. Come on, I need high rollers. I need high rollers with big bucks and no whammies. That guy in fucking bottled water, what the fuck? I have a constant issue with, like, the bottled water in the back corner and one of the cheeses and the yogurt. It's like 3 of the first products you get. I'm waiting to go into the back and start stocking. Link is invalid. Hang on a second, because it shouldn't be invalid. Hang on. I need to go to my Twitch channel. Yeah, that's my channel. Okay. Where's the Discord button? Yeah. Well, okay, but pardon me for saying, but I am now like 75% sure that you're like some kind of chatbot. Because I just clicked on the Discord link and it took me to the correct page. So, I don't know if it's something in your settings, but when I clicked on it, it worked. You have to click on the image thing where it says Discord. Where is my video producer thing and stream manager? So, I'm sorry if I offend you by saying that I'm like 75% sure that you're a chatbot. But when I try the links and they work after someone tells me that doesn't work, I get really concerned. Also, chronically paranoid. Mmm. Mmm. We're sitting about a grand short of where I wanted to be. Okay, I'll help the guys stock up the last couple things first, and then we'll figure out. Right. Hey, come back here, thank you. Paranoia is your best friend when it comes to the internet, because everyone lies to you. Everyone is trying to get your information, your IP address, your name, where you live, what you do for a job, your social security number, even though that is a really hard thing to get out of anyone. That is a trick that only works on the elderly. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not commit identity fraud. Identity fraud is a crime, it is punishable, it is illegal. Cheese, that's all stuff in the fridge. I don't give a shit about that. This stuff. Boop, 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 up there. Peanut butter. Okay, so that person has not posted anything since I said that they could or has not tried to contact me after they said that the link really broke. So I am pretty convinced at this point that they were a chatbot. I should just start naming my streams "Your Chat AI Doesn't Scare Me." uh, That's another thing, right? Like, if you're gonna make an AI thing to sent a request. What do you mean you sent a request? Where did you send a request, Isabella? Where has your request been sent? Because I have looked at my Discord and it is not there. Is my email even linked? I don't think I linked an email this time. I need to go back and look through that page. Was it on Twitter? Could she have meant on Twitter? Was it on Twitter? Lies! I sense nothing but lies and deception. Also, I'm pretty sure Pirate Software would have a goddamn heart attack if Isabella Samuel is your actual name and you used it as a username. That guy is great. But, yeah. Internet security and safety and privacy and all that. Fun stuff. What about dish tablets? We got any room for dish tablets? We do not. How's about hand soap? Oh, Isabella! If that is a bot that's just like circling back every once in a while to try and dupe me the same way, I am going to laugh my goddamn ass off. Pablo. Let's try Pablo Picasso. Okay, that had some room. Let's try the honeybees. Nope. Toilet paper, no. Chickens, potatoes. Of course you can't find me on Discord, because the demon you know is not my username on Discord. But the Discord link does work. I have checked it myself. I have gone and clicked on it myself. So, quick, Isabella, word association. I say tree, you say what? Any one word. Come on. I say tree, you say what? I know it's a bit of a delay, so I'm trying to give time for a response. I am sensing more lies and deception. Where have all the good men gone? And how the fuck does that song go? I think I'm at the point where I have to let the stalker... They're done. Fuck! Okay, 77 customers. Only $2,000 in profit. Yeah, I was expecting 3. That's... yeah. Choco, butter, and ketchup. So 6.67? Butter. I'm looking for butter. Where is the... is it this one? Yeah, 2.95. You know, I'm just going to ignore that for now, cause quite sure that that's a chat bot. But I'm gonna leave it in there, cause you know I want the record to include everything I've been responding to for the past like hour and a half. That'll be, or not even hour and a half, like half hour, 45 minutes. Choco butter and something else. Choco butter, choco butter, choco butter, choco butter. What was the other thing? Was it ketchup? It was ketchup. 3.4. Okay. Okay. We're about $2,000 short. But I really want to end stream on a high note, so we're going to do it anyway. Fuck it. We're doing it live! Okay, products. What do we have? Fridge, 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 fridge. Fuck me jogging! Isabella, I cannot add you. The reason is because I have been saying for the past half hour that I believe you are a chatbot, and you have not particularly responded to those allegations. which is not particularly hopeful. But, you know, it's what it is. And on the other hand, you know, just to be perfectly fair, like, my Discord link does work. So there's no reason why you can't join my thing. I feel like this is just a way to get, like, into my personal information somehow. And, you know, I don't feel very good about that. I really don't. That makes me feel all kinds of weird and uncomfortable, and I just... Okay, what do I need? I need the food. Right. Oh my god, some of this is actually expensive. Shit my life. Okay, so it's ham and cheese and then ground beef. I mean, that's a full case, but that's not bad. That's a full case. Ground beef. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do minus. Okay, yep. Okay, so we need the ham pastry and then the ham. Yeah, this is the pastry. Okay, this is another case where it's going to take like the full thing. But it's not bad. Okay, and this is one where it takes the whole thing for just one slot. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. Actually, this kind of works out. Because that gets really close to that register. And then I've got these two. Yeah, this kind of works out. Okay, so we're going to grab one lasagna and one prosciutto. So here should be the lasagna. Okay, and this is another thing where it takes the whole case to fill up a shelf. Okay, that's fine. So if the pattern continues, then this should all be able to fit on one side. And I'm right. Isabella, my dear, I will not share my Discord username. The reason why I will not share my Discord username is because the link to my Discord channel should work. I will have one of my friends try it during the day just to confirm whether or not it does work. However, I have tried it the first time you said that my link does not work, and it brought me to the page it was supposed to bring me to. So, I am deeply concerned that you could not get there. And quite frankly, I'm still like 75 to 80% sure you're a chatbot. Like, that's that percentage has not gone down. If anything, it has gone up. And that is not the direction you want it to go in. And the last thing I need is chicken leg. Ah, it broke the pattern. It broke the pattern. You were supposed to take up the whole shelf. You were supposed to take up the whole shelf. Okay, what sort of pricing do we have here? 1081. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. What about this one? 877. What's this? 1231. 582. 1584. I thought for sure some of this would require a freezer. 866. Happy coincidence. 5.27. Okay, now for standard grocery shopping. Blue, red, and Susu. Do any of those need like 3 things? No. Okay, good. Blue, the red, the Susu. My brain is doing backflips in my skull. Narvalo coffee, green, white, and OJ. Narvalo coffee, green, white, OJ. I should turn Du Bois back on. We were down to OJ. We need apple juice, both cheeses, and honey. Are they like sold out on the shelves, or like why are we constantly... Okay, I'll get another of the first cheese. Because that seems like it might genuinely need more stuff. Small eggs, 2 toilet paper, and French fries. French fries. 2 chickens and 1 potato. Need cheese and Narvalo Light. There's too many products, man. There's too many freaking products. Elbows, Susu, the other coffee. Now we're getting into all of the expensive bullshit. Okay. 2 steaks, sushi large and small. I said steak, right? Oh, fuck. It's already $1,400. Oh, God. What is that? Ice cream? No, that's crab cakes, I think. Hot sauce. Yep, it's crab. And we have to start going through the day in order to get money for more stuff. Might end up calling it a stream here because it is a little bit past the time where I wanted to be going. So I have to get going because sleep is important, or so I am told. But the next stream will be tonight at around 3 a.m. Which is, let's see, 12 would put us at about 11, about 16 hours from now. 6 hours. 16 hours. And I'm just waiting for them to finish cleaning up the stuff. Come on out, buddy. Okay. Calling it there. And I will see everyone tonight, except Isabella, because if you come back I will ban you, because I'm pretty sure that you're a bot. Unless for some reason I find a link in my Discord at some point in the near future, but I don't think I will because reasons. But yeah, I will catch everyone later tonight. Again, plan for the week. Tonight, in 16 hours, at 3 a.m., give or take. And then Thursday morning. Yes, Thursday morning at 8:30. And then Saturday should be live again around 3-ish in the morning. And I think I got that right for this week. Thursday will be World of Tanks, probably. Or I might do Skull and Bones. But tonight we're definitely doing Baldur's Gate 3. So I will catch everyone tonight. And until then, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you next time.